Okay. Okay. Do you want to just take a screenshot and text it to me just so I can see that it's uploaded, and then we'll just let her load in. I just want to just as a confirmation, so we should be good then. Cool. And then no penalty if as long as that's good, then we'll be good to go. So yep, that'll. Oh, looks like I got it. We should be just for in case there's any question, but I'll let everybody know. So we're good to go. Alrighty. Thank you. All right. Welcome everyone to 2022 Anglers List. This is check-in number 1. We are also going to do the intros. Apologize for anyone that was wanting to tune in at 4 o'clock this morning. I had some technical issues. Anyone that's watching right now, please, in the comments section, let me know if you can hear me, if everything's good. Still working out some kinks here. Anyone that was listening with the intro there, I had my mic off, but we were having a little bit of a issue with some check-ins, but I think we're all good. Got confirmation. Everybody was checked in on time. If anyone has any questions about that, if you're watching, any competitors that are watching, I've got some confirmation. So everyone was on time, no penalties for this round. We've got a lot to cover, so hang in tight. Hope you can stick around for the entire live stream. But let's get to it. I am Tony Dahlberg, the real Tone D. I'm your host of the live stream check-ins. I'm doing all of the scoring with the help of our good friend Shara on the back end. This takes quite a bit of work with how we do our scoring and how they're submitting fish, and it's just a lot of moving parts, and we're kind of going by the seat of our pants. Low budget, so please enjoy, and we'll get right into things. So thanks again for those that are tuned in this morning. Here we are in our first check-in for the 2022 Anglers List qualifying round. We have 8 teams total for this round, split into 2 brackets. We have 4 on either side. They're going to be kind of competing against each other. Not really a bracket, but we'll call them brackets for sake of that's what we have been calling them. But it's groups of 4 on either side. They'll be competing against each other. The top 3 teams from either side will advance to our final on August 27th. So I don't have anything really that shows you a list of those teams, in a fancy bracket or anything like that, but give you a kind of a rundown of what the groups look like. If anyone has any questions, anyone that's watching wants more details about what the Anglers List is, I assume if you're here, you know what this is. It's very heavily based on the Uncut Angling 40 or 39 hours series. If you've ever seen that on YouTube, very similar format. Teams compete, catch as many species as they can. The longest of each species receives a point. The team with the most points at the end is our winner. So with this qualifying, 8 teams, 4 and 4, top three teams on either side will advance to the final, as I said. So the top 3 high-scoring teams will advance. It's not just one team. So basically, we're going to see which 2 teams are not going to make it through at the end of today. We are live streaming every 5 hours. I got all my kinks worked out in terms of technology. We're ready to rock. I will be checking in again today at 2, again at 7, and then the final check-in to see who our champions or see who is advancing to the final will be at midnight tonight. So stick around and have some fun with us. It should be a good show. So I'm going to get into things. Like I said, I'm going to do some intros first. We're going to get to know our teams from each side, 4 teams on either side, like I said. After we get through intros, I'm going to do a quick spiel with some of our sponsors, do some thank yous, and then we will do the check-ins and check out the leaderboard. So going to be a little bit longer of a stream than usual, but we'll get through it. Stick around with me. Participate in the chat. I'll try to answer questions, give you shout outs if you're in there. And if you want to see anything specific, let me know and I will try to show you what you're looking for. So to get things kicked off here, I'm going to start with bracket 1. We have Team Mud Puddle. We have Team Goodwill. We have the Googans and Mon Pa. And I will let them introduce themselves. They all have their intro videos here. So I'm going to start right now with Team Goodwill.
This is Team Goodwill. My name is Cole Wilcoxon.
And I'm Cody Good.
Yeah, good morning to you all. Good luck on this year's Anglers List, and I hope to God everyone stays safe and catches a lot of fish this tournament.
And we all have as much fun as we have had the last couple years doing this. Thank you to everyone who's helping out and to all of our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Let's have some fun.
All right, that was Team Goodwill. That's Cody Good, Cole Wilcoxon. All right, next up, we are going to hear from the Googans.
Good morning. This is the Googans for our morning check-in. I'm Riley.
I'm AJ.
Obviously a little different look than last year. Colton couldn't make it work, so AJ is excited about joining me on this adventure.
Yeah, a little bit different. The last couple of years I've been on the other side with Miss Wilcox, kind of being one of the biggest fans, and now I'm on this side.
Yeah, so we're gonna get ready to rock and roll, and good luck to everybody and stay safe.
Good luck.
All right, thanks guys. That was Riley and AJ. AJ, like you said, has been one of bigger fans. Spend some time in the comments answering questions with him. So good to see him on this side. He's putting off a very strong Steven Ranella vibe. I don't know if anybody else gets that, but I saw Steven Ranella when I saw his face there. It might be the low light. All right, so next up, we are going to hear from Ma and Pa.
Morning, everybody. This is Mom and Pa checking in. This is our first time. In fact, this is our first time for a lot of things. Like checking in on this thing. We're not computer savvy, but we're getting there. We know how to fish. We hope we'll send all of our fish in as soon as we get there. But again, we're checking in. Everybody have fun. Stay safe. Talk to you later.
Good luck, everyone.
Now, I have to be unbiased, I think. Maybe not. But if I'm pulling for anybody, it's Ma and Pa. It's really cool to see those guys get involved. Tammy's spent a lot of time in the comment section. She's always, participating in everything. So it's awesome to see those guys out there competing. So Thanks, Ma and Pa. Last up, we are going to hear from Team Mud Puddle.
Good morning, everybody. Team Mud Puddle here. I'm Dion Farr.
And I'm Zach Good, and welcome to the third year of the Anglers List. We're excited to get going here. Good luck fishing, everybody. Let's have some safe travels in this bright early morning.
Big thank you to Shara and Tony for helping out, and also all of our sponsors. So big thank you to them.
And fam as well. Good luck tomorrow to all those guys who are going out and having fun with them.
Yeah, otherwise, good luck. Be safe. Let's see some nice fish roll in today. Team Mud Puddle. See you in 5 hours.
And that was Mud Puddle, Zach and Dion. They are veterans of this event. Thanks for everyone for checking in there, and thank you, Zach. I didn't even think to mention it. Future Anglers in Minnesota, the Anglers List has chosen to donate a portion of their entry fees to Future Anglers in Minnesota, which is an organization I'm on the board with. We are focused on trying to get kids out fishing. That's really our goal. We've provided over this past winter, we had a series of fishing clinics for kids. It's all free of charge, and we provide all the gear, everything that they need. We even feed them, give away lots of cool prizes, and it's just been a lot of fun. So we appreciate the Anglers List for supporting us through this event. So, all right, we've got check-ins for bracket number 1 taken care of. So now we will move over to bracket number 2 and meet our teams over there. In bracket 2, we have the River Bums, our defending champions, Team Hogsback, and one of our key sponsors, Team Tenny Pounder, and the Rod Jerkers. So again, I will let them introduce themselves, and I will give you some sponsor highlights here afterwards. So let's hear it from, we are going to hear from Team Hogsback first.
What's up, guys? 1 of 2 members reporting this morning for Team Hogsback. It's currently a little after 3 o'clock. Currently can't get a hold of the other member, so might be a little late start for Team Hogsback, but we'll get out there, and instead of 20 hours, maybe we're only going to get about 19 and a half, but that's all right. We're going to give her hell. Looking forward to another year of multi-species fishing and grinding, and yeah, we're excited. So good luck, everybody, and we'll see you out there.
All right. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, he is, like I said, they're the defending champs, and looks like he was waiting on Lewis there. Hopefully they got enough time in. We'll get to it. We'll get in there and check out how the fishing was, but let's get through these intros first. So next up, we are going to hear from Team River Bums. This is a new group to join the series.
Hey guys, Team River Bums here. We definitely got our beauty sleep this morning. Oh yeah. We're making it out a little bit late, but we're on the road. Going to one of our honey holes. Gonna throw lighted slip bobbers for the basic fish. Get the easy ones out of the way first. Go for the hard ones second. Yeah, good luck to all the fishermen out there.
Thanks for letting us join for the first year.
Thank you very much. Best of luck. Here we go.
Oh, got another late start on bracket 2. We'll see how things fare for everybody out there, but thanks for joining us this year, River Bums. Next up, we are going to hear from the Rod Jerkers. These guys were the Bass Holes last year. They changed their name.
Jerkers here. Yeah, so our landing that we planned on going to ended up being closed this morning, so already having to make some adjustments.
but that's how it goes. Yeah, we're excited to get this thing going and start the grind. Hope everyone has good luck, and we'll see you at the next check-in.
All right, they got a little better of a start. Sound like they were on the water, but changing plans already. All right, last up, we are going to hear from Team 10 Pounder.
Morning, Team 10 Pounder here. Knows who chose our background. We want to give away our hot first fishing spot here. Just loading up the last of the bait. We're about crow flies 100 yards from where we're going to start off this morning, so we're not in a huge rush. Kind of going to let the sun come up, do some basic multi-species bottom fishing, and wait till we can see what we're doing and make our way around the river.
Yeah, I don't got much to add. Just trying to get some caffeine and keep the islands open, and that's about it.
We're going to start out with a coffee point, and then we're going to wipe the dew off the boat seats and go from there. So good luck, everyone.
Yeah, I feel you there. It was an early morning, and with technical issues and just not being able to go, I am definitely needing the caffeine. Got me a thermos of it for this morning. All right, so we've got all our teams checked in. Everybody has been fishing 4 or 5 hours, and now another 19 minutes into the second period. So we are going to shortly get into their first check-in, see how everybody did. But first, I would like to do some sponsor thank yous, shout outs, and give you kind of a rundown of who we have supporting this awesome event. If you have questions as I'm going through this, like I said, drop it in the comments. I'll give a couple shout outs here. Brittany Farr, thank you for letting me know we are good on audio. Grace Walsh, Brennizer, thumbs up on the audio. Thank you. And Wayne and Rhonda Farr, go Team Mud Puddle. So we've got fans in the chat. Like I said, pipe up in the chat if you want to hear anything, if you have questions, see anything, just let me know. So first off, first sponsor I would like to highlight and thank is Hogsback Custom Rods. These guys have been supporting this event for its entirety. This is their website here. So they've been supporting the Anglers List through its entirety. They award 2 custom rods or a custom rod to each competitor to the championship team. So whoever takes it home in August will get a nice Hogsback custom rod. They have all the different kinds you could want. He's got ice fishing, open water, the open water series, walleye, panfish, muskie, and river series rods, and their ice fishing rods. Looks as such. The PPX, I have a couple of those. One of my favorite rods I have for ice fishing. It is just an amazing glass noodle rod. Love to use that one. And I also have one of these Flex medium lights. It's great for those Lake of the Woods walleyes, and even using it as a crappie rod in some situations when you're getting those big ones. So got a full series of ice fishing rods and open water. If anybody wants to take a look at those, just let me know here in the chat. And then I would let me give you a look at the rods that I currently own from Hogsback. This is my Panfish series open water rod. If I knock something off the wall, see if you can see that there. Hogsback Panfish rod. I think this one is a 6'6" light. I love that one for crappies here in the spring, especially when they're spawning. And then I have my muskie rod. Love this thing. Still have yet to catch a muskie on it. Got my whopper plopper on there. But I love this rod. This one is an 8-foot medium heavy fast action. Love it. I'm a first-time muskie angler over the last couple of years. Made a lot of casts, but still have yet to take one down. I'm going to go try again here on Father's Day, see what happens. Yeah, Travis, these are some solid rods. So if you are interested in a custom rod, go check out Hogsback Custom Rods. All right, next up, we are going to take a look at 903 Bait Company. These guys joined us last year, supplied us with a good pile of baits that we can provide to our anglers. This is their Facebook page. They do not have a website, but you can do all of your ordering and communication with the owner and get your orders placed through here. Got some pretty awesome products. Anything you want, from worms to swim baits to craws. He throws rattles in some of them. Just really cool, really unique baits. These baits are made in Bullard, Texas, all handmade by the owner. I think he does it out of his garage. I'm not exactly sure, but some really awesome stuff there from 903 Baits. So hopefully we'll be seeing these guys be catching some fish on these baits. I know they work. They were using them last year. And as you can see on their pictures, plenty of fish caught with 903 Baits. So if you're looking for some soft plastics, give these guys a look. And they have been gracious enough to provide us with some packs to give away. We currently have 2 packs to give away. We will be giving one away during the qualifier here, and I will get to that contest here after we get through the sponsors. So 903 Baits, thank you very much. I will give you a look at what I have here. I've got a pack of 903 Baits. Come in a nice pack here. This is a variety pack. It's got everything in here that you could think of. Big, giant paddle tail. There's some worms, some craws. I don't know if you can hear it. There's rattles in there, like I said. Yeah, just some all-around nice-looking baits, very durable. I have used a few of the paddle tails. I like chucking paddle tails on jig heads for walleyes, bass, that stuff. So, yeah, if you're looking for plastics, check out 903 Bait Company. Last but not least, we are going to thank Mr. Curtis Funk of Funk's Jigs. He had joined us this year, wanted to get involved. Again, he does not have a website, but he does have a Facebook page where you can communicate and order. Check out all of his products there. He's got some awesome ice fishing tungsten jigs, all hand painted by himself. He's got some cool spoons, really good colors that he uses with the glow, UV, all of what you can look for your panfish and ice fishing needs there. Looks like he's got some bigger spoons too for the walleyes or, your toothy critters there. And yeah, just a great company. I have used some of their jigs, and you can't beat them. They're great jigs. So if you're looking for custom painted jigs from a small business, he is located in Iowa. Let me see here. I have it on his card, I believe. No, I know he's out of Iowa. I will find out for sure what city, but check out Funk's Jigs if you are looking for any new tackle. So that is what I've got for sponsors as of now. Couple of quick thank yous. Minnesota Made Outdoors, thank you again for letting us hijack your YouTube channel and stream this live. If you are watching on Facebook, we are on the Anglers List Facebook page, live streaming, but we are also over on the Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel. Search MN Made Outdoors on YouTube, and we'll be live over there as well. Every time we stream, both platforms will be live. So thank you to those folks. And another quick shout out to Future Anglers of Minnesota, kids organization looking to get kids out fishing. We do have a clinic that we are hosting tomorrow over on Bald Eagle Lake. We've got all our kids signed up. Everybody's ready to go. They're going to do some clinic type things with casting, maybe tying some knots, stuff like that. And then they will eventually get out on the fishing pier and hopefully put some fish topside. Should be a cool event. Stay tuned. Check out their Facebook page, Future Anglers of Minnesota on Facebook, Instagram. We also have a website, www.fa-mn.org, fa-mn.org. Go over there, check us out. You can read all about the organization. You can donate if you're interested. and get your kids involved. Sign up for any of our events. They're all free. We provide everything. Just show up and have a good time. So all that out of the way, take a quick look at the comments. We don't have any new comments coming in, but we are ready to start looking at some fish. Let's see how the first period went for everybody. We've got all their check-in videos. I'm going to have to scramble on a couple to get them in here to show you, but as you're watching other check-ins, I'll take care of that. We're going to go back and start with bracket number 1. And as I mentioned before, we do have a contest running for each bracket. Now, I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. If you have questions, shoot them in the comments, reach out to me or the Anglers List on Facebook, and we can get it squared away. But currently, and there will be a post made on the Anglers List for both brackets, every round, every period, the teams have an indicator, an ID letter that they have to have in the photo with the fish on the bump board. That lets us know that they're submitting the fish within the correct period and that it is a qualifying fish. Those letters for each bracket will spell something. There are 4 check-ins. So we have check-in number 1 right now. You will get your first letter. There will be check-in number 2 at 2 p.m., check-in number 3 at 7 p.m., and our final check-in at midnight. We will have a post for you to guess what the words are for each bracket. You can guess for both. There will be a separate post for both. So you'll go to that post. You'll put your guess for what the word will be. We'll check that after the event is all over. And whoever guessed the word correctly first, the first comment that had the correct guess of the word for each bracket will be awarded a prize. Right now, I haven't really decided which bracket will get which, but we'll talk about that as we go along. Right now, we have a $25 gift certificate for Funk's Jigs. So one of our winners of this contest will receive this $25 gift certificate. We'll get your address and mail that off to you. And then the other winner will receive a variety pack of 903 baits. So again, I haven't decided which bracket will win which, but both are equally as good as the other. So I don't think you'll be disappointed in winning either prize. So like I said, pay attention to the IDs as we look at fish here. Keep track of the letters and guess the word on the contest post for each bracket. Again, if you have questions, reach out to me, reach out to the Anglers List on Facebook, and we'll get you taken care of. All right. So where are we at? We're at caffeine break. How's everybody doing? We having a good time? We enjoying the stream? We're just excited to see fish, I'm guessing. So, all right. Let's get into check-ins. We're going to start with bracket 1 once again, work through our teams. Then we'll go take a look at the leaderboard. I have not been paying as close attention to the submissions as I normally do, but currently we have had 21 submissions in the first 5 hours of this event. So that is really good to see. The first couple periods tend to be some of the best. You know, early morning fishing tends to be just one of those hot times to catch fish. So we got a lot of submissions in, but you know, depending on where guys are going, what they're targeting, we might see some action here midday. But the morning's usually one of the hottest, and obviously the evening time gets pretty wild as well. So, like I said, 21 fish submit total so far. We have, let me take that back. One of the submissions was a duplicate, so it did not count. So we have 20 qualifying submissions so far, 7 fish in bracket 1, 13 total fish in bracket number 2. Of those submissions, 14 total points are on the board. That means 14 different species have been caught. Bracket 1 has a total of 6 scoreable fish. Bracket number 2 has a total of 8 scoreable fish. Bracket number 2 of those 8 fish, there must be some big ones because we got 153 total inches of fish, whereas bracket number 1 has 77.5 inches. So excited to see what these guys put up on the board. But let's get into the check-ins, hear it from them, and then we'll take a look at some pictures here right next. So got a comment come in here. Travis Powers cleaning out the boat right now and listening in. Fun tourney to listen to. Yes, I appreciate you being here, Travis. I think you and I need to link up sometime in the near future. I was talking to Cole yesterday. So, yes, thanks for tuning in and stick around. All right, check-in number 1. We are going to hear from bracket number 1. We will get our Team Goodwill check-in number 1.
This is Team Goodwill checking in. We're off to our next destination here. We started off pretty good this morning. We're pretty happy about it. But yeah, so we started off with what? Largemouth bass.
Largemouth. We got crappie, bluegill.
Yep. And then so our largemouth was what? 12 and
3/4.
12 3/4. Our crappie was
10 1/4.
Yep. And then we got a nice bluegill at 10 1/2. So
yeah, had a bunch of bluegills actually that same size.
I don't think we caught a bluegill under 10 inches. That was super nice. I could have caught those all day. Rain was a little rough this morning. We got a nice little rainbow out of the deal.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
A little windier than we were hoping for, but still had a good time.
Sure did. Off to the next destination, boys.
Hope you guys are having fun, and good luck out there.
Muted myself. So as I was saying, can't complain about 10-inch gills. That is one of my favorite species to target. I'm going to need the spots, boys. We're going to have to connect after this. Sounds like a pretty productive morning. Let's see how everybody else did. Next up, we will hear from, let's hear from the Googans.
Well, the Googans here for our first check-in in 2022 of the Anglers List. Hope everyone's off to a good start. Hopefully no one's catching too many fish.
We got a good solid 2 hours of sleep before we voyaged out in the 32-degree weather, which was a little chilly on the hands, but...
Yeah, we drove up to our spot last night and it got a little late. Yeah, we again hit Trout Lakes to start the trip, and we keep getting lucky enough to have it pan out. With the shortened check-in windows, we weren't able to really cull through anything and really attempt for those bigger sizes. So hopefully they're good enough for at least something.
Yeah, we were able to get a species on each lake, and we weren't sure if we were going to have to cut a lake out to get back to get this video submitted, so we are happy with that and kind of ended on a nice one.
Oh, we got our washout right here too.
Yeah.
Show them our washout.
We'll see if we get nice little rough roads for the boat to go through, but yeah, otherwise we hope everybody else staying dry and safe. I know that we got a little warm and I decided to take a little swim, so change of clothes was good, but Googans out.
Hey.
Oh man, those guys, Riley loves to target the trout to begin with. I will qualify those guys a little bit. They're in the middle of nowhere. And I don't know exactly where that is. I just know it's in the middle of nowhere. They had some trouble uploading. They let me know. As of right now, they're sitting on a 9.5-inch rainbow, a 12-inch splake, and a 13.25-inch brookie. 2 of those fish, I believe, have not hit the scoreboard yet. But if they do have the correct indicator, if the timestamp matches, if everything's good, those fish will count. But we'll keep you posted on that. As of right now, that is what they're claiming. We'll see how it ends up on the leaderboard. But yep, sticking to the plan, going for those trout first. Shara in the comments section, oh my God, Riley, in the new truck. Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right. That was the Googans. Let's hear from our next team for bracket number 1. We've got Ma and Pa checking in.
Hello, this is second check-in. Last time we didn't introduce ourselves. This is Ma and Pa, but I'm Dan and this is Tammy, and been pretty slow out here, but we're trying. That's the way it goes. Right, dear?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Hope everybody's a lot more successful than we are. Just checking in. Thanks.
Good to see him on the water. Looks like a beauty day out there, so hopefully they can get some catching going. So next up, and our final team for bracket number 1 is going to be Team Mud Puddle.
Hey guys, Team Mud Puddle checking in here. Hope you all had a good first period. Ours was pretty okay, I guess. We got a few species to add, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it was real okay. We got a brook trout, rainbow, and little pike to submit. Hoping to keep going on this run.
Yeah. Hope you guys are getting after them too. Excited to see what y'all are doing.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
Have fun.
All right. Productive morning for Mud Puddle. Looks like they used some of their veteran knowledge, tried to battle back at the trout right off the bat instead of waiting to pick those off. But we'll see how they fared in terms of points on those fish. So that was bracket number 1. Everybody is checked in there. Let's go over to our scoreboard and take a look at how everybody's doing in bracket number 1. Let me just make sure we are all up to date. Yes, we are. So here we go. Share that to you all. And if you're having trouble seeing it in the comments, please let me know. I'm going to do my best to give you the best visual of this scoreboard here. So this is going to get much bigger and longer, but right now we've got a good view here. This is bracket number 1. They have a total of 6 scored fish. And that's over the course of 3 of the teams. Currently, Goodwill is standing in first place with 3 points, 33.5 inches. They have a 12 3/4 inch largemouth, a 10.5 inch bluegill, and a 10 1/4 inch black crappie. So let's take a look at their largie. I don't know which picture we're going to see first, but we'll check it out. There it is on the bump board. And there is your letter. It looks like this photo is upside down. So just keep that in mind. This photo is upside down. So your indicator is in this photo. And let's get a look at them holding it. Cole holding it up there. It's a nice big smile. And another beautiful scenery picture in the background there. Looks like a nice day to be on the water. So there's their largemouth. We will take a look now at this 10.5 inch bluegill. One of my favorite fish. Look at that thing. This one, the fish is upside down. The photo is not upside down. So there is your indicator. There is the fish on the bump. Let's see who is holding it. Look at that. Big old hand-sized fish. Love me some big bluegills. Nice fish, fellas. And then their last fish will be this 10 1/4 inch crappie. Healthy looking fish. Can see it on the bump there. Beautiful crappie. Looks like it was pretty dark when they put that one down. It was their first fish submit. So yeah, early this morning. Nice crappie. That one, 10 1/4. It may hang on, it may not. I got a feeling that one's a very beatable point. So next we have Team Mud Puddle with 2 points in second place with bracket 1. They have 34.5 inches. The reason these inches are important is it is the tiebreaker for in the case that if each team has the same number of fish, we will break that tie with total inches. So that is why that is there. Team Mud Puddle, 2 fish with a northern pike at 22 1/4 inches and a brook trout, 12 1/4. So their brookie right now stands on the board as that scoreable fish. Remember, the Googans have claimed a 13 1/4 inch brook trout. I have not seen that one on the scoreboard, but when it does get uploaded, we will confirm that was a good fish, a good catch. So let's take a look at this pike, a 22 1/4 inch pike. There's Zach holding it. Got a little bloody there. Hopefully they got that thing back in the water nice and fast and kept it healthy. Or maybe they took it home to pickle it. This is not a catch and release only. You are open to keeping your fish. There it is on the bump board, and with your indicator, it is a valid fish. All right. And let's take a look at this brook trout. I love trout. I need to get more into fishing for trout. I've caught one once, but need to target these puppies. There it is on the bump board. Those boys like to get back in the sticks. Do not mind the clunking in the background if you can hear that. My dryer/washing machine is going nuts. There's the brook trout on the bump board. Here is the grip and grin. Yes, those boys go trudging through the weeds to find these fish. Hopefully they're staying away from the ticks and the poison ivy. So nice brook trout. 2 points for Mud Puddle. Last up, we're going to take a look at the Googans. They've got a 9 1/2 inch rainbow on the board. Look at that little guy. Hey, a fish is a fish. It counts. This is a species and numbers game, not necessarily big uns need to be caught to get those points. But I have a feeling this fish could be beat if people are targeting rainbows later on. I know it did happen last year. Some trout species came in later in the round. So there it is on the bump with your indicator. So that is how bracket number 1 stands so far. Goodwill in first with 3, Team Mud Puddle in second with 2, and the Googans in third with 1 point. Ma and Pa think they're gonna step it up a notch. They're gonna catch some fish this next round. We will see. We will see some changes to this scoreboard. I've got a feeling. So now we will get to the check-ins from our folks over on bracket number 2. So bracket number 2. Our teams over there, we've got the River Bums, Hogsback, Tenny Pounder, and the Rod Jerkers. So first up, let's hear from, we're going to check out Team Hogsback's check-in.
Hey guys, Team Hogs back here checking in. Got a bunch of fish this morning. Not necessarily great size, but we were able to submit a couple species. We submitted smallmouth, we submitted walleye, and we submitted white bass.
White bass, yeah.
So yeah, gorgeous morning on the river. I mean, can't complain. But yeah, we're looking forward to the afternoon and adding some more. So good luck to you guys.
No surprise from those guys putting up numbers right away. They are our defending champions 2 years in a row. Actually, I think it might be, is this the second or third year? One year, the first year they didn't do the live stream stuff. So they're 2-time champions for this. So nice work, Hogsback. Let's hear from our next team. We are going to check in with the River Bums.
Well, Team River Bums here. We've been up north fishing a little bit, just hammering the big ones here, left and right. But we hope to submit some species here pretty soon. And I hope everyone else is having a good time. And what do you think? Beautiful day on the water. Fish aren't fighting so great, but tight lines to everybody, and best of luck. Good luck.
They are a new team this year. It is interesting to watch new teams take to this format. tends to be a little bit of a slow start. So hopefully those guys can get themselves on some fish, put some points on the board, as they said. Always good to see fish in the videos, though. I like seeing that. So keep that coming, fellas and ladies. All right. Next up, we are going to hear from the rod jerkers.
Rod jerkers here. First check-in. Yeah, it's been a day, beautiful day on the water. Fishing's been okay. Couple different species we got submitted. Hopefully they stick. Not sure about it, but yeah, we're having fun out here, and hope everybody else is doing good and having a blast. Yeah, well, we'll see you at the next check-in. Good luck.
Well, they didn't let us know what they caught, but they do have points on the board. I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. We will take a look at what those are, but thank you for checking in, fellas. Gosh, I just can't get over how nice it looks out there. I want to be on the water. Why am I sitting in my studio/office? Because if I can't be fishing, I'm going to do this, and this is fun. So next up, and our last check-in for period number 1, bracket number 2, we are going to hear from the boys of Team 10 Pounder.
Hey, Team 10 Pounder here with our first check-in. Out on the Mississippi here. Been fishing mostly live bait this morning and gotten some fish, kind of a mixed bag. Hopefully some of them stick. We've, typical bottom species, cats, carp, suckers. So having a good morning, and probably going to keep doing this for a while and just see where the day takes us, I guess.
Yeah, it's tough to complain. We haven't been on plane all day. We're probably less than a half mile from where we woke up. So until the river gives us a reason to head the heck out of here, which at some point it will, we're going to just keep looking, keeping an eye on that rod right there, and we'll see how she goes. So good luck, everyone.
Very nice to see. Putting points on the board early. Those guys love the river. Interesting enough, they're saying haven't got on plane all day. It's been very high water, and I know the river's up pretty dang high, and there's a lot of no wake areas. But talking about getting up on plane, they must not be near many of those kind of congested areas where they put the no wakes in. So interesting stuff there. Got my door opening behind me. I'm gonna go latch that quick. Give me a minute. Turns out I'm on baby duty. So this is part of why I'm not fishing right now. All right, so we got all our check-ins done. Let's get over to the scoreboard for bracket number 2 and take a look at some fish. Like I said before, bracket number 2 had a few more fish that were scoreable. They were sitting at 8 total for the round, and we're going to look at how that spreads across our teams. So here's our scoreboard, bracket number 2. Let's open that up. Zoom in for you a little bit here. Like I said, this list is going to get much longer. If it's hard for you to read, I apologize. But I'm doing my best. If you do want to see what this looks like, just let me know. I can send you a link to view it, or I can take a picture of it or something. But here is the scoreboard for bracket number 2. Right now, as it looks, 10 Pounder sits in first place with 3 fish, 68.5 inches. Their 3 fish are made up of a red horse at 19.25, a common carp at 24 inches, and a channel cat at 25.25. So let's take a look at this red horse here. There it is on the bump board. Beautiful fish. Love that red tail right on the line. And there's your indicator. Make sure you're keeping track of the letters for our contest. And there we have Dan holding that red horse. All right. Next up, we're going to take a look at their carp species. Very underrated. I personally think they're fun to hook into. Don't necessarily target them. 24 inches on the dot, sitting there on the bump board, and there's Dan holding that big carp. Nice photo. All right, and the third point is a channel cat. What was our size? 25¼ inches. There's Kevin holding that big, ugly looking thing. I say ugly. It's kind of relative. Catfish can be beautiful if you like fishing for catfish. There it is on the bump board, the indicator. Great looking fish. So 10-pounder with 3 points on the board. Next, we are going to take a look at Team Hogsback. They also have 3 points, but smaller fish they were going after. So 49¼ inches. That means they are sitting in second place right now in bracket 2. We've got a walleye, a smallmouth, and a white bass. The walleye 17¼ smallmouth at 16¾ and a white bass at 15¼ Let's take a look at that walleye. There it is on the bump board. Tail just touching the line there. Nice fish. Cool backdrop there. I like that bridge piers. Looks like an old railroad bridge of some sort. Great looking fish from the river, probably. Then we'll take a look at this smallmouth. Another one of those fish, pound for pound. They are some of the hardest fighting fish in the water. Another beauty. And let's see who's gripping and grinning that one. There's Lewis. Got a nice big old fantail smallmouth. That's a quality fish, for here. I know they get bigger. You go out to Mille Lacs, catch 6-pounders, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, for a river fish, that's a nice one. I'm assuming river, guys. That's just because I know the team. Right, and then this is their white bass. There it is on the bump. Very nice fish. All right. There you go, Jake. Mr. Hogsback himself with a beauty white bass. Again, another one of those fish. I know they're tasty, pretty fun to catch. When they're spawning, it gets wild. Beauty white bass. So that is Team Hogsback there. There are 3 points. We're going to see some shifting here. A lot of shifting with these points. A lot of very beatable points here on the board. So last up, we've got the Rod Jerkers in, we'll call it, third place. They're in third place with 2 points, 35¼ inches. They've got a largemouth at 14½ and a drum at 20¾ Let's look at their largie, or the ditch pickle, as some call them. Beauty largie. Another nice backdrop with the bridge. Good looking fish there with Eric. There she is on the bump board. He, hard to know. And don't forget your indicator. Again, a washing machine is just getting it back there, if you can hear that. All right, and then we are going to take a look at this. Drum. It was a drum. Ooh, early morning catch. Same area. Big, beautiful drum. Beautiful. It's one of those fish when you're walleye fishing and you get a drum and it's disappointment. But they can be fun fish to catch if you're targeting them. There it is on the bump. So there you have it for the Rod Jerkers. Like I said, the scoreboards here, it's filling up quick. A lot of beatable fish. I think you're going to see a lot of movement. This crappie, I think, is very, very beatable. In the past, we've had fish over 15 inches submit in the crappie category. This bluegill, I really think that's going to be a tough one for anyone to beat, but it can be done. I know there are 11-inch class sunfish out there in Minnesota. Largemouth in bracket 1, that's very beatable fish. You've got a pike, definitely beatable. Brook trout, I think we're going to see little movement in the trout section, but like I said, the Googans do have a claim at a brook trout that is bigger than this one, but we do still need to see that submission hit the board. And then the rainbow trout, of course, like we said before, that one can be beat if people are targeting them late in the rounds. In bracket 2, this walleye for hogsback, definitely beatable. Smallmouth, I don't see it targeted a lot from last year, but it is one that I think is also beatable depending on where they're fishing. But great fish, could be tough one to beat. Same with this white bass. I think that is a tough one to beat at 15.25. Again, the largemouth, this could be beat. Again, it all depends on where we're targeting these fish, but that one could be changed. Drum is a healthy fish, could move, but a strong fish on the board. Solid red horse with 10-pounder. Again, I think that one can be beat. The carp, if anyone's targeting them, it's going to be somewhere close to that. That's a strong fish. And the channel cat, I think that one is very, very beatable. If you know anything about these teams and what they target, especially with these, river bums, these guys that like to spend time out on our rivers, they are after these, we'll call them rough fish. But I really do like these species, the channel cats, your suckers, the rough fish species. They get a bad rap, but they are fun to catch. So that is our scoreboard for the first round. A lot of movement is going to happen. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on the streams for more of the action. So stop sharing that. That is where we are at so far in this qualifying weekend for the Anglers List 2022. We got some points on the board as we would expect. Some teams need to make up a lot of ground. Those newer teams are the ones that don't have points, but it's as to be expected. They're getting their feet under them, figuring things out. And as I think they do start to pay attention to the leaderboard, if they're tuning into this and checking it out, I think they will start to see what they need to target and make some moves. So that'll do it for our scoreboard and updates as to where our tournament is at. A couple things just to recap and let everybody know. Do not forget, we have a contest going on either side. Each bracket has a contest utilizing the indicators. That is the letter that you will see with the fish on the bump board. Those letters in series will make up a word. And that word, you can guess that word on the Facebook post for the contest. I will make a post for bracket number 1 and a post for bracket number 2. And you are welcome to go in at any time and you can make multiple guesses. But the first person to comment what the word is will be our winner after the tournament is over. So the tournament's going to end at midnight tonight. And we're going to, obviously, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time after the stream is over looking through things. So Sunday, we'll take a look at it again, look at the post, see who the commenter was, and we will let you know who the winner is. But one of the winners will take home a $25 gift certificate to Funk's Jigs, and another winner will take home a fresh pack of 903 baits. Nice variety pack there. So I think that does it. I think I covered everything. Still trying to get back into the swing of things. I appreciate everyone for being here. It looks like there's been a good amount of people in here. We were up to 14 watching at some point. The 9 of you that are sticking around, appreciate it. If you have any questions, if you want to take a look at any of the products that our sponsors have here, we can pull that up and look through. If you just have any general comments, throw them down there for us. That's what it's here for. That's why we're live streaming. We want to engage with you guys. We want to just generate some excitement and make this a fun event. That is why we do these live streams and go through the effort. Again, thank you to Shara for helping with this. If she was not helping, I don't know that this would be going as smoothly, if you can call this smooth. But I'm feeling good about it. Everything's going well. The teams are enjoying themselves, catching fish. Weather's nice. Everyone's staying safe. And yeah, can't ask for a better day to be out fishing. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Saturday. As I said, we will be tuning back in at 2 p.m. For the next check-in and see where the leaderboard has changed and get some updates and do some more talking. So thanks to everybody for tuning in to this first check-in. Apologize again for the first check-in. I don't know how many of you would have been there anyways at 4 a.m., but again, thanks for tuning in, watching with us. Hope to see you here in the rest of the check-ins, and bring your questions, bring your comments, and I will show some more of the fish that are being submitted to this tournament. Oh, I do have one more thing that I want to show you. I haven't really watched the video, but Cole of Team Goodwill sent me a video. And if you guys are familiar with well, I'll let you watch it. I haven't listened to it. I just watched it without sound. So double rainbow all the way across the sky. All right, on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm Tony Dahlberg, the real Tone D, your host of the 2022 Anglers List. And we will see you in 4 hours here on the Anglers List Facebook page and Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel. Come check us out. Stay tuned. Have a great day.